Chairman, members, thank you for having me. I'm here in support of House Bill 2674. And a brief history lesson that some of you may have heard before, but back in 1915, when Texas created the compulsory attendance statute, more than 90% of the students in Texas were homeschooled. And it was somewhere around 65 years later when somebody at the Texas Education Agency just kind of arbitrarily decided that homeschooling should be illegal, and that in 1915 that must have been the intent of the compulsory attendance statute. And so 65 years-ish after that compulsory attendance statute was created, they started prosecuting homeschool families, and there were criminal prosecutions. Some homeschool parents went to jail. Some parents lost their children. And, there are still people alive today who homeschooled during that time, and there was a common practice in the homeschool community in those days to have secret protocols where you would tell your children where to hide if somebody knocked on the door during school hours. And there was a decade-long legal battle that ended at the Texas Supreme Court in 1994, where they unanimously ruled that homeschooling was legal, had always been legal, and that it was improper for the state education agency to try and ban homeschooling. The reason I give that background is because it took more than 65 years after that decision in 1915 to get past the compulsory attendance statute before this decision was made to try and ban homeschooling. What we're trying to do, what we hope to accomplish with House Bill 2674, is to prevent in any future in Texas a similar scenario from occurring where, without anybody's expectations, the political environment changes and somebody at a state agency somewhere decides that they don't like homeschooling anymore, or they don't like the regulations on homeschooling. They try and increase those regulations. They try and ban homeschooling. It's happened before in Texas. It wasn't that long ago, so there's maybe a little bit of sensitivity to the possibility that it could one day occur again in the future. All that House Bill 2674 does is solidify the status quo that we've had for the last 30 years in homeschooling, to make sure that the freedoms that we've had since the Troxel decision in 1994 continue into the future.